Good morning, guys. Welcome to the channel. Now, my past couple of videos I kept mentioning to you guys that my Jeep started making some squeaking sound. It pretty much doesn't stop every time I hit a bump, or you hear it the most actually when you're at the beach because it's, you know, very bumpy. It's coming from the rear tire carrier most likely, or the rear door. My guess is going to be the rear tire carrier. So we're going to try, well, I'm going to try and fix it today. As you guys know, I'm not really too handy, so let's see if I'm successful or not trying to fix this. At a minimum though, my Jeep is due for getting lubricated and all greased up. So I'm gonna be greasing it up and hopefully that does the trick. If that doesn't do the trick, then I'll probably just sell the Jeep. By the way, I was just joking around about selling the Jeep. I just have to throw that out there for all the haters on the channel. I could already see them in the comment section. Let's open this up. Jeep's getting spoiled being in the garage. I know, it doesn't belong in the garage, but until my wide body Hellcat shows up, the Jeep will be living in the garage. Haven't driven the Jeep in quite some, well, it's probably been a few days. All right, let's get this Jeep out of the garage. Now, the reason why I wanted to take care of the squeaking issue, besides the fact that it drives me crazy, I do have the off-road trip planned for this Saturday. It's about 3.5 hour drive each direction. So I figured it's a good opportunity to get everything lubricated on the Jeep and hopefully fix it, because to be honest, I'm not gonna drive for 7 hours hearing that squeaking, hopefully. Let's see. My local Advanced Auto Store, I think it's called, whatever, just picked up a grease gun and I picked up some of this stuff right here. I'm gonna go ahead and load this up on the grease gun and get things started. All right, as you can see, grease gun is assembled. That took 5 minutes. But now the most important part of this procedure is, see, when you're on YouTube, you have to put on the gloves. Once you put on the black gloves like that, it just makes everything more official, and it almost appears as if you actually know what you're doing. I'm not trying to fool nobody. As you guys can imagine, this is my first time doing it, so I'm pretty much just going by what I've read online, figuring it out. So right, now it's official. So for the people who missed the previous video with the squeaking, let's see if it does it when I open it up. You can hear it a little bit. You hear it more when you're driving though. I mean, it's doing it. It's a lot quieter like this, but it is making the sound. When I'm driving, like I said, it is louder. Also, when I close the door, see how the tire shakes a little bit? I'm wondering if the squeaking could be coming from something else. Regardless, we're gonna grease that up. And if that doesn't fix it, I'm gonna try and I'll check to see if these bolts are all tightened up. Hopefully it's something simple. Let's see. All right, so for the people who do not have an AAV rear tire carrier, and maybe you're thinking about getting one, the Zerk fitting. Okay, for a second, I was actually a little concerned. I'm not sure if you could see it on camera, but the Zerk fitting, when the Jeep was all brand new and clean, it was a lot easier to spot. For a second, I was thinking, hold on, is the Zerk fitting in another place? Maybe I ripped it off or something when I was off-roading, but no. It's just covered in grease, so you really can't see it. So I'm gonna just go ahead and clean it. Got dirt falling on my face. Maybe once I clean it, you can see it. Okay. Now that it's all clean, you can probably see this thing right here. I hope that's your Zerk fitting. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up the grease gun. Now, I don't know if I could actually hold the camera and do it at the same time. So let's see, but let me show you something else I just found. I guess during the last off-road trip, I did grind up a little bit against the rocks. Just kind of definitely did some damage there. So when the time comes, I'm gonna have to get, I know they make, I think Evo makes a skid plate or something for this. I'll probably have to get like something welded onto this to give it some added protection, because It definitely caused a little damage there with the, you know, from a rock, but that shouldn't affect anything when I'm going off-road this weekend. The rest is looking good. It's a little dirty. I haven't really cleaned it in about a couple of weeks because I knew the off-road trip was coming, so, and it's gonna be filthy when I get back. So I'd rather clean it when I get back from the trip. So when I actually go ahead and I grease this, you should actually see the grease coming out from this side. I'm gonna go ahead and put a camera over here and hopefully you guys can see it. Oh yeah, you definitely see it coming through now. It's almost actually a little satisfying. I'm kidding. Alright, so I'm done greasing the tire carrier. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up this grease that overflowed a little bit. For the people who have aftermarket drive shafts like I do, I have aftermarket front and rear drive shaft. Those have Zerk fittings that you also need to grease up. For the guys who have the stock ones, I'm pretty sure there's no Zerk fitting on there. I don't think there's anything you need to grease on the stock drive shafts. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now also while I have this grease gun outside anyway. Then we'll go ahead and we'll take a drive in the Jeep. I'll try and hit some bumps to see if that squeaking sound went away or not. I really hope that greasing that took care of it, but deep down I'm gonna say that that would be too easy of a fix. I'm pretty sure it's gonna end up being some kind of bolt or something that's loose, but let's see. I'll think positive. Let's think positive and we'll take a test drive and hopefully the squeaking is gone. Okay, we're on the front of the Jeep. Besides the drive shaft, I forgot to mention before, there's also another Zerk fitting right here. I already cleaned them off. You should really just clean them off before you do it. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that with the grease gun also. It's in place now. All right. You can see it already coming out a little bit on the side. Let's clean that up so it doesn't make a huge mess. Alright guys, you know what? I'm not trying to claim or act like I'm some kind of an expert when it comes to the Jeeps. You need a Cisco network? Yes, I'll claim to be an expert on that, but not when it comes to this. I'm not a mechanic. So there were 8 Zerk fittings on the drive shafts. I'm going to show you 2 Zerk fittings that I have a question about. So obviously this question is going to be directed towards the experienced Jeep owners or / mechanics that are following the channel. Let me show you so I can ask you my quick question. So basically, on all of my other Zerk fittings, after 2 or 3 pumps, you can kind of see the grease coming out of like the seals and you stop. That's more than enough. But I had 2 Zerk fittings on the bottom of the Jeep that I pumped them 2, 3, 5, 6 times and nothing is coming out. So I'm wondering, are these 2 specific Zerk fittings supposed to get a lot more grease? Or do you just are not supposed to see it come out of anywhere? Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so this Zerk fitting right here, that's the one I'm talking about. This one, no matter how many times you pump grease into it, you don't see it coming out of any other edge or anything like that. All the other ones, 2 or 3 pumps, and right away, you know, you can stop. So I'm curious about this one, and it's basically the same Zerk fitting on the rear drive shaft also. This one right here in the rear also had the same behavior. It's these 2. I'm sure it's by design or whatever, but I'm curious, how many pumps should these 2 Zerk fittings get? And if anybody knows why they're different, let me know in the comment section below. You know, now that I'm under the Jeep, you can actually see I definitely dented the skid plate over here in the back. I definitely need to get the skid plates on this Jeep. I just need to get more money so I could get the rest of the modifications done. I'm working on it though. I'm gonna order 1 modification soon. I just gotta sell that. I don't know why I'm talking to you guys underneath the Jeep still. Yeah, I'm looking. I have my factory soft top that's brand new, sealed in the box, never used it once or even opened the box. I gotta sell that soft top, and the funds from that soft top are gonna go towards another modification on this Jeep that's not gonna be a cheap one. And it's also not a modification that I will even attempt to do myself, of course. But stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you're new so that you can see what modification I'm talking about. And it's actually, it's not clickbait or anything like that. It's actually something that's very, very necessary. Anyway, let's go for a test drive. See how it drives, see if the squeaking's gone. Let's see what's up. All right guys, we're in the Jeep, we're doing the test drive. I came to this road that has like a lot of bumps and stuff, so we're gonna check it out. Closing the windows because you could actually hear the noise better when the windows are closed. So let's go ahead, we're gonna hit some bumps. Hopefully, the issue does not exist. hear when I'm stepping on the gas pedal. I'm just gonna pick up some speed, get off the gas so I can kind of hear better. All right, I really don't hear anything. I don't want to get too excited yet and think I actually did fix it. I guess the real test will be when I'm off-road this Saturday, when I'm going off-road, or better yet, when I go back to the beach. When I drive on the beach, you could hear it every 2 seconds. I'm gonna try and pick up some more speed, hit some more bumps. All right, we got some little tiny bumps right here. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure if it's just that the bumps are too small and I need to find some bigger bumps. I don't know, guys. So far it sounds good. So far it sounds good. What I'll do is I'll keep you guys posted, let you guys know if this noise does come back. What I have to do, which I've been a little lazy about, is I got to go ahead and post that soft top for sale. I usually hate selling stuff like on Craigslist and that kind of thing, because you get all these like people that say they're going to show up and they cancel and whatever. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to try and post it up first on Facebook, on some of the Jeep used parts groups that they have out there. Hopefully somebody local decides to buy it. I'm not looking to ship it out. I definitely want to sell it to somebody who is local. Anyway, guys, other than that, that's pretty much the video for today. We greased everything up. Hopefully we fixed that rear tire carrier. And for the people who are going to be showing up on Saturday, I hope you guys already joined that JMC Off-Roads Facebook group. If you haven't, there will be a link in the description below. Now, if you're watching this video for the first time and you are somewhat local-ish to the Roush Creek Off-Road Park in Pennsylvania and would like to come with us on Saturday, just go ahead and click on that Facebook group, JMC Rides Off-Road, in the description below. Join in there. You're going to find a post. Just comment, confirm that you're going to be showing up. It's going to be at 8 a.m. Saturday, Roush Creek Off-Road. It's actually very important that you guys go ahead and join that group so that this way I can have like a total count. And this way, if somebody's at the park and they haven't found me or something like that, I'll try and track you down somehow. I'll probably message you on Facebook. Again, you guys also know I got the JMC Rides big logo on my side windows on each side of the Jeep, so it should be pretty easy to spot me. Anyway, well, I shouldn't say it's pretty easy. There's like 1,000 Jeeps there when you go there. But anyway, I'll drive around the parking lot area so that whoever is there, comes to the right spot. And again, I forgot, very important, this time we're going to be doing green trails and more of the blue trails. So preferably, if you're going to come on this trip, you're definitely going to want to have some kind of a lift on your Jeep. It would really help so that you're not scraping and damaging anything under your Jeep. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys all for watching. I'll be waiting to hear in the comments below regarding my question on the Zerk fittings on that drive shaft. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. If you did not enjoy the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. Either way, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope you guys all have a great day.
Everything I used to dream being real right now. If it wasn't working, I'ma work it out, yeah. I keep on going till the lights go down, yeah. Till the lights go. Everybody wanna make millions, but not everybody been working. Everybody know they got brilliance, but not everybody been searching.